Hello and welcome to the first of a couple of tutorials animating our IK man. That's one we've already set up inverse kinematics on the man, animating him to music. The first one's going to be about selecting the music and making sure that we've got as close as we can get to a loopable cycle, so it's pretty much as close to on the beat as we can get. And the second one will be of actually doing the animation itself. So I've got my IK man here. I'm assuming that you've followed the previous two tutorials when we've used the Duik script, we've installed the script, and I've set up my man to do a walk cycle. I'm just going to do a couple of bits and pieces just to sort the man out and make sure he's sorted out properly. So I've got left and right, and as you can see I've got a left hand controller and a left foot controller, holding my command or control key to select those, and I'm actually going to change their colour. I'm also going to make those cyan so that they're clearly a different colour to the right, and I'm going to then select the right foot and the right hand, and I'm going to make those ones green so that we can see the difference between them. And then any of the other controllers are to do with different parts of his body. Also, I need a main controller, and I just want to show you a quick tip about the main controller. In the previous tutorial I showed you that you created the main controller from a null object, so I'm just going to go layer, new, null object, and I'm going to move that null object to the base of my man, and that's going to be my main controller, of which I will parent everything else. However, there is a problem, and I'll just show you what the problem is. So I'm going to take the pelvis and in fact everything down to there, and I'm going to parent all of those controllers to my main controller. So my main controller is now going to pretty much move everything else around. So if I select that main controller and I move it, you can see everything's going to move. But the problem is, if I accidentally scale it, you can see that I can accidentally scale my man into ridiculous poses. Control Z to undo that. So what we need to do is make sure that this controller cannot scale, and we can do that with an incredibly simple expression. So if you actually select the layer, I'm going to rename that as my master control, select the layer and then hit S for scale, and we're going to add an expression to scale. So Alt click on the stopwatch for scale, and this is what you type: open square brackets 100, 100, close square brackets, and then you either click away or enter on your number pad. Now what I'm saying